Hey guys, Mark here. Well, that's another stop down. Still look old as crap, but got with the wise cuts and got my stuff kind of straightened up some. Some people have said that I look better with longer hair because I guess they don't want to see my lumpy scalp. So trying to leave it a little long, just got it shaped up before I get ready to go to the Super Bowl. So the team's out there practicing at the Pro Bowl. I've posted a couple of videos this morning, but somebody out there, and I know one of you trolls did it, broke damn YouTube. I don't know why you guys would break YouTube like that, but it's broken. So, gotten a couple of videos up. Hardly anybody's seen it. You know, it's kind of amazing that I did my Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboy report like 3 hours ago. And it's got 5 views on it. 5 views. It's like, oh, did I do something wrong? But YouTube's having some issues. But I tell you who's not having an issue right now, and that would be one DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence and the Dallas Cowboys seem to be having a mutual need. DeMarcus Lawrence needs to get paid, and the Dallas Cowboys need him to hit the quarterbacks. So DeMarcus has said, you know, hey, I'm right here whenever they're ready. I want to be here and everything else. They know what I need. Stephen Jones, give me a call. So hopefully we'll get that out of the way before the March 5th beginning of free agency. If they don't get it hammered out before that date, what they can do is they can put a tag on him, which will enable them to get time to work out the long-term deal. DeMarcus Lawrence does not want to be tagged, of course, for a second year because that's him taking more risk. Sure, he'll get paid a lot of money for next season, but if he gets hurt, there's no future revenue. So look for them to go ahead and make a long-term deal for him. You know, it's one of those things that you pay me now, you pay me later. And the longer you wait, of course, the more the value is going to go up. And that's the thing about quarterbacks. See, that's where a lot of people are like, you know, we don't have to do Dak Prescott this year. And you don't. Technically, you do not have to do Dak Prescott this year. But here's the thing. When have you seen quarterback money go down? It doesn't. I remember when Troy Aikman signed his, I think, $10 million deal. It was like, oh my God, we're at the pinnacle. Can you believe he got $10 million? It wasn't for 1 year. It was a $10 million contract for like 5 years or 4 years, something like that. So that's where we are now. So you can go ahead and say, Dak, go ahead and play on that rookie contract and then go ahead and franchise tag him at the end of next year. But here's the thing. We keep seeing these numbers rise, you know. You had Jimmy Garoppolo with the big one, you know, and then all of a sudden you saw Matty Ice with the big one, okay? Then you saw Aaron Rodgers with the big one. You saw Kirk Cousins with a guaranteed one. You even saw Alex Smith with $73 million, you know, guaranteed, or $71 guaranteed. So it behooves you to get this deal done now, because if you wait another year, it may cost you another $25-50 million. And that's where you look at, had the Cowboys did a long-term deal for DeMarcus Lawrence last year, say before the Khalil Mack trade, you might have saved yourself about $20 million on it. And on top of it, you would have actually saved some cap money, because instead of paying him that $17 million last year, when they did Zach Martin's deal, which is a blockbuster, it reduced his cap number from like $9 million to like $5.5 because of the proration of the signing bonus and guaranteed money. So you could have actually had more money in a long-term deal last year had you signed DeMarcus Lawrence, and that money would have been coming towards this year's cap. So that's what you'll look at, because I know a lot of people are like, you can't sign sign DeMarcus Lawrence. You can't go ahead and sign Zeke. You can't sign Amari Cooper and Dak. But here's the thing. You can backload these contracts because you know every year the cap goes up by about $10 million. And I think we are due, I can be wrong, but I think we're due to have another major player come in and get a big piece of that NFL deal. Being Yahoo Sports or being Google or YouTube. Somebody wants to be able to start streaming that. And when it does, it's going to be a major bonus to that salary cap in the bottom line of the NFL. So that's where you look at it and say, let's push that off. So here's the thing. If you believe that this year coming up, that you got the coaching staff, that you've got almost all of the ingredients there, you do the deal for DeMarcus Lawrence, for Dak and Zeke, okay? You backload those. And if you think there's a player or two out there in free agency, you can have the money to sign them as well. And here we go with this damn... focus, there we go. You go ahead and get those deals done, make it team-friendly the first year, and you use that money to go after an impact player that's going to make the difference of you stopping a Jared Goff on a fourth down, or an extra weapon that can get separation in the middle. And that's the way you got to look at the NFL season. And that's where you have to balance all this stuff, because ideally you would just go out and say, I'm going to get this player, and this player, but the reality is you only have so much money, you can only cover so many bases. But you need to cover the DeMarcus Lawrence one, who is going into the offseason healthy, hungry, and ready for war next year. All right, next stop. This is freaking ridiculous. This literally is driving me crazy, because my parents, they still burn firewood, okay? They just love having a fire, right? Well, years ago I had a tree cut down in my yard, and I told them, leave the wood. I can keep it for my parents. I can take it to them. I've already loaded up this right now, but they keep dropping. I can't find them. They keep bringing wood to my house, okay? I've taken about, I think this is the 5th load I've taken to my parents' house. Fortunately, my brother comes down with a log splitter and he splits it up. Dad's happy as can be, but they're destroying my yard. Look at it. They bring in a truck while I'm gone to work to not say, hey, stop bringing this wood, and then just throw all this on. I mean, look at it. It's great firewood, don't get me wrong, but you know how busy I am. Now I gotta go ahead, go down the hill in here, load it up on my truck, drive to my parents' house, unload it, and that's another 2-3 truckloads. Like, I got time for all this. I'm Mark Holmes. I'll see you guys soon.